Hello everyone! Last few days, some friends asked about the situation in Beijing. Today, I will show you the current COVID-19 situation in Beijing, China. What is real life like in Beijing now? Can people go outside? Are there a lot of people protesting? Have the prices increased since the pandemic? First, let me make it clear that what I am showing is only my view and the situation in the area I live in. I cannot represent all the people in Beijing. Beijing is a huge city with more than 21 million people, and the situation of each district and each person can be very different. This video today is not the whole picture. It is just my personal experience. There are really more and more cases in Beijing now. The situation is quite unpromising now. These days, there is an increase of around 1,000 cases. Yesterday was 1,021 cases. This is a graph of case growth over the last few days. There are really a lot of places that are closed. Many people's lives are restricted, and people feel a great impact in their ordinary lives. Many people feel helpless about those unreasonable regulations that the local community sets at the beginning. Some people resisted, but very few. I personally haven't heard or seen any conflict. Here is what I found online.
是因为什么？因为是保护大家。
不要！现在即使有阳性的，我们这些邻居，我们愿意让他自己在家里隔离。我理解，对，我们理解，我们不需要你们把他给拉到官方去，这是我们的诉求啊，好吧？我们也明确的告诉你，所以您也不用再往后说了，就告诉我们一个痛快话，您这个东西什么时候能够给我们解封？您也不用跟我们说6点等消息，6点钟天也黑了，我们拉着你在这熬到10点也没有意义，对，浪费你的时间，浪费我们的时间，好吧？大家诉求非常简单，于情于理都不合，所以你们干这件事情，我们就没办法容忍。我们配合了你们72个小时，所有的人都没有出去，我们有工作也不做，对吧？你们也没有提出任何的补偿的，全部都没有，老百姓全部都认。但是今天这件事情必须要解决，就这么简单。我们的诉求就是这个，我们也不想跟你吵、跟你闹、跟你打，好吧？
It is good that nothing violent happened, and people finally came to a compromise. However, there are many people who feel that strict control is needed to protect the elderly and children, but it threats every aspect of ordinary life. I hope a universal vaccine is developed sooner. Then we wouldn't have to suffer such torment. Luckily, there are no cases in the neighborhood where I live currently, and also the policy has been relaxed. For example, previously, the entire neighborhood would be locked down for 1 to 2 weeks at a time. Now, the lockdown in principle cannot exceed 24 hours if there is a case in your building. And Beijing eases COVID curbs, letting some patients isolate at home. And also, in 1st of December, Guangzhou announced that most restrictions in Guangzhou would be temporarily lifted. Beijing also showed signs of starting to lift restrictions. Many COVID test sites were closed in the past 2 days. However, some places still require a COVID test from the last 48 hours to enter. You can see many people are lining up. Although eating in a restaurant is the main social activity of Chinese people, restaurants are closed along with stores, shopping malls, and even all the schools. Only COVID testing sites and supermarkets are open. There is no shortage of supply of vegetables and fruits in the supermarket, and there is no price increase. This is a local favorite supermarket. When I came a few days ago, I saw many people line up to hoard vegetables. Today, there are not many people and there are enough fruits, vegetables, and meat. The neighborhood where I live is near the Liangma River. Look, there are many children and adults playing outside. You can see these people are free to go outside, but to certain limited places, and mask is mandated. Hello everyone, since the weather is so nice today, so I come out and see the Liangma River, as you see. And it's so cold today. And since the weather is so cold, so I wear two masks, one for cold and the other one for COVID. If you haven't been to Beijing since the pandemic, you will notice a big change next time you visit. For example, the Liangma River Walk, with a total length of 9.3 kilometers, was renovated and reopened to the public in August 2020. Now, there are people running and fishing here every day. Perhaps the Liangma River Walk is currently the most lively place in Chaoyang district. But many people do not want to have quarantine either at home or Fangtang COVID Center. For the sake of safety, most people choose to stay home. As you can see, almost no cars are on the road, and there are very few pedestrians on the road. Most of the delivery guys have been quarantining. Most packages delivery has stopped, and food delivery that used to be half an hour now takes around 1 hour. And not many people on the buses. There is no one on this bus either. You need a COVID test to get on public transportation. The quiet city roads are very pretty with the yellow leaves still on the trees. Beijing is beautiful now. Let's go to one of the loveliest places pre-pandemic in Chaoyang district, Sanlitor. Since the pandemic started in 2019, people need to register with a QR code in public places. Since stores and restaurants are not open to the public, if you're hungry, you can only do takeaway. Before, this was the cotton market. After 2 renovations, Taikuli West was opened in 2021. Now, there are many flagship stores in the area. You can see Uniqlo, H&M, Adidas. If it were not for pandemic restrictions, there would be a lot of people watching the World Cup in the bars. But now, it's all closed. Sanlitor, which was often jammed with traffic, is no longer jammed. Let's have a look inside. This video was taken on 2nd of December. However, on December 3rd, the stores in Sanlitor and most of the shopping malls were already opened to the public, but except for the restaurants. Now, there should be more people in Sanlitor, and there is no mandatory 48 hours COVID test for public transportation in Beijing. From today, 6th of December, Beijing eases curbs again. The public places, such as supermarkets and stores, do not require a COVID test to enter anymore. But the bars, restaurants, gyms, and other places, as well as the schools and hospitals, which are not yet open to the public, are still require a COVID test from the last 48 hours to enter. Of course, the current situation brings a lot of inconvenience to people. The epidemic is affecting everyone's life. It is quite sad that some people also lost their job or converted to remote work at home. Kids have online classes, and many stores and businesses are closed. But it is undeniable that China is now a very safe place for the elderly and the children. But it is indeed a difficult time for young people. And on the other hand, nature benefits from the shutdowns. I really hope the outbreak will be over soon. And it's a hard time for most people in China now. But I can see people are trying to have a positive attitude. I really hope everyone can stay safe, stay physically and mentally healthy. Okay guys, take care. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye bye.